Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna get my hat. Right. I am preparing for something on Saturday. Pretty grateful. I am doing a journal workshop for a group called Escape Velocity. And we are creating journals. I'm going to be walking people through a workshop on journaling and bookbinding. So, got a bunch of supplies here. Let me turn the camera. Okay. Look at that. Check all this out, bro. Let's see if I can put this closer. Oh yeah, check it out, check it out, check it out. Oh, woo, yeah, baby. All right. So I've got this set up. I've got a nice wide angle. I've got a microphone, some cutting implements. We are going to make some cool covers. So this thing is called chipboard. It's bookbinding material. Every single hardcover book you know and every single hardcover book you don't know has chipboard inside it. Unless it's really crappily made. Which is none of them. They actually all have chipboard. Maybe they have crappy chipboard, but they all have chipboard. And the cool thing about chipboard is it's flexible, but it also doesn't bend unless you bend it purposefully. It is made of paper. It's made of cardboard fibers. So it is very fragile and it is not waterproof in any way, shape, or form. You gotta be patient in cutting chipboard. If you try to go too aggressive, then your knife might slip, and best case scenario, you get a jagged cut. I've had jagged cuts very often, and that is a flaw in craftsmanship I don't like. I pride myself in having good craftsmanship. I sell my journals at commission of $100 each, $50 due up front, and I have customers happy to pay because A, they're great craftsmanship. I put a lot of my energy and effort into making them very well. And B, they feel a connection to me. Because I also offer a high-end tier. Oh, hey Siri, turn off the dining room light. Okay, now you can see me a lot better. Actually, let me move the camera. Get a different angle of me. He's here, the Phantom of the Opera. Let me move this. Ta-da! There you go. Check that out. And then we still have a cool thing over here. The GoPro is low on battery, so it won't be recording for too much longer, unfortunately. But what was I saying? I was talking about how people are happy to pay $100 because it's good craftsmanship and because they have a connection to the author, because I sell a higher end tier of journal which includes a personalized video of me making your journal, where I actually make your journal and I film it and it becomes a cool montage. Because people buy higher end journals, handmade journals specifically, not because of the quality, although that's part of it. They buy it because they want to feel a connection to their journal. Their journal is a ritual for them. It's important for them, whether they're using it as a sketchbook or a journal. And so if they feel like their journal is an extension of them and it's special, they want to have a connection to it. And I am an avid journaler as well, so I respect and appreciate this. I actually started making my own journals for myself until eventually I started selling them. I learned from somebody on YouTube, Sea Lemon. I'm actually going to link to the video where I learned how to bookbind. It's not this method, it's a different method. She does talk about chipboard, and I think she uses some in that video specifically, but that video is a normal, modern hardcover. This is something called the Coptic stitch, which is an ancient method. It also looks cooler. It has no spine. It has an exposed spine, rather. No enclosed spine. It doesn't mean no spine. It has an exposed spine, with exposed stitching. I am making 20 pairs of covers. Because we aren't expecting that many, and I want to have extra. Just in case. I'd rather have extra and not need them than have extra people who do not have supplies and need them. I got this opportunity by networking. I was selling my ghee. Ta-da! I have a whole thing of ghee here. My logo on it and everything. It's something that I do in person. Look at all that ghee. Some of it still needs to be flavored. Like, for instance, this is definitely not chocolate flavor. This chocolate flavor looks like this. But that is yet to be flavored. It will be chocolate flavor by the time the market comes around. But I sell this in person. It's technically not perishable because it lasts refrigerated for 9 months or so. Let me get my face in here. It lasts refrigerated for 9 months or so. But so it's I can sell it as non-perishable because it lasts for a long time. But I also don't want to ship it. I'm also not allowed to ship it. The Texas cottage food law requires me to deliver it in person. I can sell it online, but if I do, I must deliver it in person. That's actually recent. I used to not be able to sell things online with the cottage food law. But thankfully, it allows small business owners like me, who do not have a commercial kitchen, to sell and make an okay margin doing so. Which I'm thankful for, because I like selling ghee at the market. It's another passion of mine. I break even or make a little bit of money. It's not a big money maker for me, but that's not the point. The point is the experience. I'm a big fan of the experience it brings me and the fun it brings me. I get to meet people, and that is how I met these people that want me to give a workshop on journaling this Saturday. And it's great. I've been aching for more leadership positions. I like going to things, but I also like leading things. And it's been a while since I've been actively in leadership positions. I'm getting my feet on the ground here in Austin a lot, and then I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I wasn't really pursuing it like I was when I was in college, but it's nice to have, come on, there we go. It's nice to have positions of leadership where I show people my passions. Kind of like an extension of my YouTube channel, really. But then YouTube is an extension of my life. So what's the extension of what? That's another thing that makes living life around your passions easy, is that you're not really living life around your passions. You're just kind of living life doing what you want to do. It's less of how do I live life around my passions and more of how do I stop doing everything else. And it's nerve-wracking sometimes. Don't get me wrong. It's really nerve-wracking. Especially when it comes to a lot of... I have some negative thoughts about money. I have a tape playing in my head of how am I going to pay rent? How am I going to pay rent? How am I going to pay rent? And that's not a good tape to have playing in my head. It's a tape, unfortunately, a lot of people have playing in their head. It's not helpful. It's very destructive and causes a lot of stress. And especially when you're doing something that is unproven. That's like, you know, let me teach people how to bind books and like make YouTube videos about living passionately. Like, that voice gets louder, that voice gets louder, that voice gets really loud. It's like, what are you going to do to pay rent? How are you going to pay rent? How are you going to pay your bills? How are you going to pay your bills? It gets really loud, and I don't like that at all. So it is a struggle. It's a struggle to follow my passions, but I do it because I want to. And so that I can achieve a life where I'm doing only the things I want to do, and I can share the lessons I learned along the way with you guys. So that's why I figured I'd get on today. First of all, because I'm doing a YouTube video a day, so I had no choice, but also because, I mean, right now I'm making my passions. I put all the labels, I printed out all the labels and put these on today, which was awesome. I'm really excited for this market. Last market, I sold a lot, and people gave me good reviews on them, on the ghee. It was the first time I tried these new, first time at this market, the first time this market was ever thrown, actually, not just for me. And it's the first time I did my chocolate flavor, and that will be turmeric. I will put turmeric in that one. Is this one turmeric? Yeah, my turmeric flavor. Salted turmeric. Then, of course, I had classic. I've been wanting to do the turmeric for a while. The chocolate was actually a, that was a mistake that I made. I had made a batch that was way too dark. I put it in for too long and it kind of came out burnt. And I'm like, oh, I could throw this away, or I could find an even more powerful flavor that I could combine it with. What's a more powerful flavor? Chocolate, cocoa. So I mixed a bunch of cocoa with the overdone ghee, and it came out amazing. I was ready to throw it away. I was like, you know what, let me just throw this away. But I think I put like 6 pounds of Kerrygold into it. It's not cheap. And I actually bought a lot more. I think I used like 20 pounds in total. But at that point, I'd bought 12 pounds, and that was half of it. Half of my Kerrygold. I didn't want to use a whole half of my supply and waste it. So I ended up buying 8 more pounds later, but I'm really glad I saved it. I'm really glad that I invented that flavor. People don't usually make flavored ghee. I don't think I've ever seen it before, and people kept saying that. Sorry for the abrupt stop. I didn't plan out what I was going to say. I just crafted and talked and rambled. And no one place was better than any other place to end it, so I decided to end it arbitrarily. And here I am, giving you a little conclusion for this vlog. Conclusions, I kind of shared some of them in the middle, but passion is less about how do I follow my passion and more about how do I stop doing things I don't really like doing. That's really the focus of it. How do I do only the things I like doing? And then network. Put yourself out there. Do the things you like doing, and if you do them publicly, then people will come and find you. So, still preparing for the thing this Saturday. Really excited for that. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Subscribe if you like. The more people that subscribe, the quicker I get cash, the quicker I can go all into making these vlogs and do more and more for you guys. So, till then, cheers. I plan what I was, I didn't remember,